Am I the a-hole for not wanting relatives to tour my home? Me and my husband have moved into our very first home for 2 years now. At the beginning, when we just moved in, we did a few sessions of housewarming with mine and his family, friends and relatives, but for my husband's side of the family, he had some relatives, for families to be exact, who were living in different countries, so they never had the chance to physically see the house then except through FaceTime. So now when those relatives fly here for vacation, my in-laws would always tell my husband that they are planning to bring them over to our home to have a look. The first 2 times when they did that, I was honestly very reluctant because we had already lived in the house for like a good year that time, and I didn't want to have to tidy up the whole house every time a new relative would come over just because they've never seen the house physically. But my husband has always been fine with it, so I just put up with it. When they were over, it was a really annoying situation for me because I had locked the storerooms for a reason, not wanting them to see how messy it is, but they tried turning the knob themselves and asked why is it locked. When I told them it's a storeroom, they still requested if I could just open it so that they could see how big the storeroom is, but I told them it's messy, so I didn't want to open, but they still insisted for one more time before I told them no. They would just open the kitchen cabinets without even asking for permission, which honestly ticked me off. I could understand that they probably grew up with being open about everything, so they felt it was fine to just open and take a peek, because even at my in-laws' place, they're always very fine with their relatives opening their fridge cabinets, but I don't come from that kind of culture, so I felt it was a bit rude to just open without our permission. Personally, I'm an introvert, and I value my personal space a lot, so I don't really like having people come into my space nor peeking through my stuff that much. If it's a home that we just newly moved in, then I'm totally fine with that. But I'm just not okay with the fact that people are still coming into the bedroom when I've already lived in it for more than a year. Disclaimer, I'm fine if they just want to bring them over to hang out, have a look downstairs, but I'm not okay to do a full-fledged home tour, which includes the bedroom. It's now our 2nd year living in our home, and another bunch of relative of his is flying down for vacation in the next couple of days, and no surprise, my in-laws have again told my husband that they would want to bring them over to our home. So the question is, AITA for not wanting every single relative of his to tour the house. Update. After posting this and seeing all your replies, I had a long discussion with my husband, and apparently the reason why my husband has always been fine with every relative of his coming to tour the place is because he too has always been excited to show the house off to his friends and relatives. Plus, he has always been very filial to his parents, so he's not the kind to say no or go against his parents. And so, we've come to a compromise to just allow their relatives to just tour downstairs. Not sure what can be done with the nosy aunts who just loves to take a peek around, but I will just settle with this compromise for now.